All right. So let's talk about few things over here. Let me upload one more. Okay. Download this data set for now. Superstore US. Okay. This is also Superstore data set, but it is US based only. Can everybody download US Superstore US database? Show you a couple of things related to geographical roles.
Superstore US underscore 2015.
Correct, correct. All right. Everyone downloaded?
Yes.
Okay. Let me also connect with it. So once you connect with it, there should be an issue that we all will face. Let's look at that. Class data set, Superstore US 2015. So if you look at this data set, it's pretty much it's exactly similar to what you have in orders, returns, and users that we had in the previous Superstore data set also. However, this data set is only for USA. And the previous data set that we were using was for different countries, right? Different countries, different states were there, but this is only pertaining to USA. So if I drop my orders data over here, you will see that we have things like order ID, order priority, the discount, the unit, the shipping costs, customer ID, who the customer was, ship mode, segment, product container, in how this product was wrapped, what was the name of the product, what are the base margins, which country. And if you look at the country, it's all United States, and which is the state and which is the city, postal codes, and so on and so forth. Very similar information, right? Few things, yes, here and there, but very similar information is there. Correct? Now, try to drop. So if you drop country, it makes no sense. You will have to drop states because this is only one country, which is US. So when you drop states, try to drop states and see, is it plotting on the map or no? When you click on states, is it plotting on the world map or no?
I think no.
No. Anyone who is be able to see any dots on the map to signify, okay, these are the states? All have it open and all have it loaded, right? I'm going to wait till you all load it and apply it.
Yeah, I have applied, but there is no dot.
It's not worked. What about others? Shweta, Abhishek, Deepika, Lalit, Prashad, Neil, Sekat, Pratibha, Sitaram.
Sorry, I'm just downloading. Give me.
Sure. That's what. Once you have downloaded it and connected with Tableau, drop the state and let me know, yes, this part is done. Then we'll continue.
Shani, it's done till here.
And it's not plotted, correct? You have
No.
very similar screen as
Yes,
mine,
same,
which is
same as
coming
yours.
same as mine. Perfect. This is also done.
You have to drop order, right?
State. We are going to drop states, state or province.
Okay.
Nothing got plotted.
Nothing got plotted, correct. So I've got 7-8 people out of 32 who are saying done. Nothing is working. I'll wait for a couple of more. Neil, Pradeep, Shikhar, Vikas, Vivek, Yash. Are we done? Yes, Lalit done, Yash done. Great. Sunil done. Prasad done. Saikat done.
Yes, Ishani, done. Yeah.
All right. Now, what is the issue that is there? The reason it did not get plotted. The reason is that we all are working from India. Something like in Power BI, I remember we had a problem when we had the data type and our settings are Indian settings. So date was not read properly. Same thing happens over here in the geographical locations. The geographical locations, they are all trying to map these states that we have on in India. And definitely there are no states in India which is with those names. So it is not able to plot it. So what we're going to do, yes.
When I did second time, it just changed and the dots are there only for US.
Only for US and all the
Yes.
dots are there.
Yes.
Okay,
So if
what did
we
you
are
change?
updating country and state both, then it is taking US.
If you put in country and state both, yes.
Yes.
But if you put state, it's not taking it.
No, only state
Right.
it is not taking.
Correct.
Country and state it is taking.
Correct. So there are a couple of things. Now, what is happening? If you look at this map over here, you will see 49 unknowns sitting on the right bottom. Everybody is able to see this 49 unknown?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
So it's not able to plot it. It's not able to understand where is this data going. So once you click on 49 unknown, there are several things like you can edit the locations, you can exclude these values and so on and so forth. Let's go to edit location. The problem that we are facing is that the country has been taken as default as India. And it is not India. So first thing we should do is convert this into United States. As soon as you will do it, you will see all your data has started to match up. So that is problem number one. Sometimes your country that it is matching to, which Tableau has matched to, may not be the right country. Second problem when we deal with the geographical data set is that you have, let's say, defined it as a city, but it's a state name. So there's a mismatch, hence it won't be able to plot it. And the third problem we have is sometimes the data in our data, there may be a different spelling versus the maps that Tableau is using. So in those cases, for example, let's say this spelling was Alabama was different than, and it did not match automatically. So what you can do is when you type in, you will be able to see the matching locations as per the data. And then whichever is the closest match in terms of, okay, the spelling is wrong, but this is a correct spelling, that you can pick from here. So there may be spelling mistake issues in the R data set because of which the locations are not matched. There may be issues in mismatch in identify what is it. Let's say if it's a pin code and I said it's a city, but it's a pin code, it won't be able to match up, or the country is altogether different. So all these are typical problems that we have when we are setting up the geographical locations. As soon as you fix this, this has come, and then let's say if I put sales, now this has, based on the sales, it's giving me the output. Is this part clear to everyone?
Yes. Where did you
Yes,
get that
Ishan.
edit option?
Yes.
Which option?
Edit location.
Edit, it comes 49 unknown at the right bottom. So once you click on that, then you will be able to edit it. But if you've dropped the country with it, it has plotted it anyways.
Okay.
Okay. Now, second thing is in your data source, in our other data source also, we have a column called region. Somewhere we have region. I don't have region here. Or am I missing it? It's better I see over here. Region, right? I've got something called region. What is the data type of this region?
String ABC.
It's string. And why is
Yes.
it string? Why not geographical location? Why is it a string?
Because it's
In region, we have west. We have not the cities in the region.
Correct. So region is something that is user given, right? For let's say Genpack has divided different states into different regions for Genpack. So it's not really a fixed geographical role that you can apply on your data set, correct? Regions may vary, right? How you define region in Genpack may differ from how I'm defining region in IB, right? So this is a text data type. Now, what if we wanted to understand the sales in USA based on the regions? And one way to do it would be that I can drop regions and I can drop the, let's say, the states inside the region, and then I can see the sales. But instead of looking at it like this, I would like to see it on a map. So how do we facilitate that? Is a problem clear what I'm trying to do? I want to plot the region also on this map, not just the states. I want to divide this entire US map into various regions and then analyze it on the regional basis. Now, the challenge here is this is text and it's not a geographical location. So how do we plot it on the geographical map? So for this, what we are going to do is you can click on the region. We are going to go to geographical role. Obviously, it's none of this role that are predefined in Tableau, but we can do create from. So create from what? So you think about a hierarchy. Right now, there is a country, there is state, there is city, and inside a city, there are postal codes. Where is region put? Where is region in this hierarchy?
After country, like
After country, right? So there should be country. Country is divided into region. Region is divided into various states. So if I say created from, which field should I use?
Country.
Whichever it should be.
Country.
Country is only one. So one region gets created. States, very
States.
good. Because if there are 5 states in one region, based on those states, it will be able to identify that it is this particular region. And now region, if you see, it has automatically created this hierarchy. It has said, okay, there is region. Within the region, there are states. Now, once this is done, what is the beauty of it? I can drop this. I can look at sales and let me fill it up. Like this, now I'm able to distinguishly divide my entire map into region. And if I want to now do a regional analysis, I can do that. If you open up the details from your region to various states, that can also happen. So I'm able to see, okay, this is, and we can drop the state also in the label. Might not look very good. Yes, as I thought. But now we are able to understand that which state belongs to which region, right? And how it is being done. Or we could have had a like a symbol map and we could have dropped the region in color. Correct? Now we know green region is showing us what? Green dots anytime. Let me expand this a little more. So if I'm looking at the green dots, I'm looking at which region?
West.
I'm looking at west. Red is for south, orange is east, and blue is your central. So we are able to get much more information. Not only we are getting an information of, okay, which states are doing best, like say California and New York is doing the best, but which region they do belong to, we've been able to divide that. We have been able to properly use this field of region. Make sense?
Yes.
Problem is region is text, and it obviously will be a text because it's defined by us. It's not like a universal definition of what region is, like country and states are defined on a globe. Second thing is that we want to make sure we want to plot it. For that, we assign or we create a geographical role for region. And you've understood how to do that? Click in the region, go to the geographical role, and in this, you are going to go create from. Understand the basic hierarchy, and then based on that, you will be able to pick a right field. We pick state, and as a result of it, we can do multiple type of analysis now. Can you try to do both of them? Make sure you are able to plot, let's say state-wise, if I wanted to plot, and second one is I wanted to plot region-wise, state-wise.
And could you please show the sheet one?
This one.
Yes.
So this I've just put states and I've put sales. So region is not required. Region is not a part of it. And like always, you can decide, like I want to say top, highest and lowest I want to mark. Then I can put this in the label. So California has a highest sale, Wyoming has a lowest sales. I just dropped states and sales and I made it a filled map, the second option. This is a filled map. Let me know once you have tried and tested both the formats. You've worked on this data in which you are first selecting the right country in order to map it. Once you've selected the country, put a map and then include region also as a part of it.
And I have selected minimum and max.
Mm-hmm.
It is for
But
state
min and max of what? So if you let it be, if you look at the field, it would be at automatic.
some sales.
Automatic might also pick up the based on state. If you pick on base of state, then it might give you, let's say Alabama starts with an A. So this is min and this is the max.
Yes.
Right. But this is not what we want. So we want to make sure that it is taking which field for it, sum of sales.
Shani, I'm getting numbers instead of,
Yes.
numbers are getting highlighted instead of name of the city.
Yes, I am also.
You're talking about this label that I've put.
Yes, California and Wyoming. Instead of that, I'm able to see the numbers.
Yeah, you will. So when you turn on the labels, typically what it puts is the measures, because labels are basically to see what is the number which is driving this visual. Okay. But if you want to look at state, what we are going to do, we are going to drop the state, pressing the control key so that it exists in both places. I'm dropping the state in label. Right. And if I wanted both sales and state, I'll drop both. So whatever you want it to be in the label, you drop that field in the label part.
Got it. Got it.
And the second visual also please create. Now the second visual that you're creating cannot be a field map. It has to be a symbol map. And I hope everyone understands by now why this cannot be a field map.
Danishan.
All right. Tanu, what about you? Are you working on the system today, Tanu?
Ishani, not working on the system today because
Okay.
I actually had a power cut at my place right now. So I
All
am
right.
joining to my phone here.
Okay.
But I will practice
All
later.
right. Once you practice, if you have any questions, do let me know.
For sure. Thank you.
All right. Dheeraj, any questions? Gunjan?
No, Ishani.
No, all good. Gunjan's any inputs? Any questions? Govind?
Shani, here you have said that it won't be a field map.
Correct.
But we have just taken sales.
See, field
Just one
map.
measure.
See, it is one measure. However, you are playing with the colors for region. Correct?
Yes, yes.
So field map works based on what? Field map says whatever measure you're going to give me, I will use the color saturation to tell you the highest and the lowest value.
Yes.
Now we are already giving a meaning to our colors based on the regions. So how will your field map work? Then it will remove the work of your regions.
Okay. I got it. We can change the theme here at the field map.
Correct.
Later. Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, should we move on?
Yes.
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 Yes, sure.
So let's work on this sheet only today. So first thing what we saw was, let me open this in Excel for you. You don't have to open it in Excel. I'm just opening it in Excel for us to understand the data. So what do we have over here? We have the order ID. What is a priority? How much is a discount? Unit price? What is a shipping cost? What's ID? Customer name? Shipping mode? Customer segment? Category? Subcategory? Which container it was put? And what's the product name? Right? All the information is over here except for margins, sales, quantity, profit. Everything, pretty much everything is over here. Second one is to understand which are the orders which are returned, and users are again the managers and what are the regions. Now, if I ask how much revenue did each manager generate for the business, how will you find it out? If I ask you how much is the revenue generated by each manager, how will we do it? Can we find it out?
We have to use two.
Yeah, we
You
have
have to use
two sheets.
Two sheets.
two sheets. As in?
I mean,
Yeah,
manager is on the third sheet.
Okay, and what do you intend to do with the third sheet?
We have three tables here.
Correct.
So, can we drag values from two sheets?
And what is that called?
That's join.
Union.
Join, not union. Union, no, join. See, union is done on table which is similar. For example, remember in Power BI, we had sales of 17, 18, 19. That's a union. Correct. But this is orders table, and I want something from user table, which is not existing in my order table. That's why I'm doing a join with it. Correct, Arshad?
Yes.
Okay. So Tableau got away with joins concept long time back, and they introduced something called relationships. Now, my thought process why the team did that was, a lot of time when we create join and our business problem changes, or let's say new business objective has been created, sometimes the join that we created previously did not support our answers, or we would not be able to understand whether the answers are coming correct or not, because we did join and later on we are just doing some kind of analysis without understanding that whether the join is correct or not. So what Tableau did was, it said, forget joins. You don't have to join. You create relationship between the tables. I'll create the join depending on what you're trying to drop in the visualization. So it's kind of a dynamic joins that Tableau is creating for you in the backend. So in relationship, so if I'm saying I am in orders table and I want something from users table, there has to be some common entity based on which I'll do it, whether I'm doing it manually or through the joins, but there has to be a common entity. That's a easy way to understand. Yes or no? I can only get information from user to order if there's something common between them.
Yes.
Right? So that is only thing that Tableau wants you to understand. That, okay, if I am working with multiple tables, all you need to understand is what is the common entity between two tables on which you're going to work. So how do you create relationships? Very simple. You're just going to drag. You see this orange noodle getting created? This is a relationship. So once you leave it, it is created a relationship. And once you click over here, it is showing that the relationship is between orders to user, many to many. Related field is region to region. So between the two things, it has taken region as a common entity, right? Now, what is the difference between a join and a relationship? When you create joins, the information from the user table should appear in the orders table, correct?
Yes.
Right? Remember again, Power BI also, when we do merging, what it did, it said, okay, these are two tables, these are common things, and it brought the entire table, and then it said, okay, now pick and choose what you want. But the columns were then present in the table. But if you look over here, when I'm clicking on orders table, you will not see anything coming from user table. This is independent. And when you click on user table, it's a user table, 2 fields, 4 row, and nothing else. Over here, it's just typically 25 fields, 1952 rows, and nothing else. So the data does not go from one table to another table. Hence, the issue of making redundant data, making the files heavier, that is reduced. Now, any kind of visualization that I make based on these relationships, Tableau is doing joining in the backend. So the question that I asked you manager-wise, revenue, right? So now if you go to the tables, you see there are two tables, orders, users. Both the tables are appearing over here. So I can go to the user table. I can say I need the name of the managers, and my sales table is in orders. So I can go to orders table and bring sales. And very nicely it has, put over here that William has the highest sales, followed by Erin, then by Chris, and then by Sam. So very easily we were able to get the output. So no, we don't have to think about it's a left join, right join, inner join, outer join, nothing. We are just have to say, okay, there are two tables, they are related through a common entity, and here you go. Simple.
Shani, so how is it different from the Power BI relationship we were creating earlier?
So over there, you guys were working very hard to create the ER diagrams.
Yeah.
Over here, you really don't work with the concept of foreign key and what do you call, primary key, foreign key, all those things. You don't look at, basically you don't see the extensive ER diagram in Tableau. And
Yeah,
you
but
don't,
it's same, right?
it's same, yes. What do you say? The fundamentals are same. That I'm bringing information from one table to another table by connecting them. Now we are connecting it through the word called relationships. But yes, fundamentals are the same.
Okay.
So we can have relationship like this. We can put more relationship. Like I want to create returns and orders also. So it has created this. And if I click over here, again, it's telling me that it is orders to returns, many to many, order ID is a common entity in it. And
And
over
one
here
more
you have
difference.
edit.
And one more difference I could see that, in Power BI, the relationship which we were making was one to many, right?
Yes.
But here
Over
it
here
says
also
many
it
to
says
many.
many to many, but ideally it is going to be then trying to slide down on this one. So if you go to the performance options, so you can tell over here one to many, but even if you don't do it, it works. So for example, on the return side is the order ID is the in the returns, order ID is many side, and this is the one side over here, right? In this case, I think so, yes. And in case of users, this is also the one side of it, and this is a many side of it. So you can change it, but if you don't also, then also it works beautifully. Whereas Power BI would have put its hands up saying many to many, not good, not allowed.
And could you please repeat this part?
Yeah. So basically, we really see what Tableau is trying to do is reduce on the technical stuff for the end user. They're trying to make it very easy for the person to understand. Like if I give you two sheets, one with the name and one with the name and the email ID. And I say, Arshad, for the 5 names, can you give me the email ID? So the process is simple. You will go to the column of names, search for the names and extract the email. Correct? That
Yes.
is what joins are all about. But Tableau is saying, let's not use the word joins. Let's not confuse the people by the Venn diagrams of left join, right join, inner join. Have the understanding that if I'm trying to use two tables or more than two use tables, there has to be something common between it. Right? And all it has to do is figure this one out. Orders, these two are equal. If they're equal, then it's able to use the data properly. Now, whenever you are using these relationships, at the end of it, the concept is of joining. And when you join, the relationships are there, right? So over here, by default, it's many to many. If you leave it as it is, no problem. But if you make it proper, one to many, then performance is better. Understanding ways of one side and ways of many side.
Ishani, just
I
a
would
question.
leave this one.
So we can see like the relationship here is between orders to returns and orders to users. Now, what if we want to create a relationship between returns and users?
Returns and users, right now there's nothing that I can do. But yes, I can drop users over here. I did create, for example.
But this relationship is getting created like automatically, or is it like we are?
It's not automatically, you're dropping it.
Dropping it, right? Yeah.
Yes, yeah, you're dropping it. So for example, let's say we already have our data of Power BI, right?
Yes.
So let's say, just to give you an understanding, all those were text files. And it's Power BI. Let's say either one, productive. So these files have come up, right? They belong to the same folder, similar files, so it took all. Right now it's a product table. Product table, if you remember, it was connected to my returns table also. So if I drop it over here, it's connected through the return table based on product key.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let's say I had to connect my product table to my customer table also. Right? Was it customer table? No, sales has to be. That's why, see, now it can't create a relationship because there's nothing common in it. It could not find anything. So it's not going to create a relationship. So I'm going to remove this. And then we had to create a union as well. Okay, let me redo this work once again. Let me add the union part. But I think then you will be able to understand what is going on. So like this is there. Don't make a union right now, just telling you how it really works. So if I do this, okay. So I have this union data. And then I have over here, we have the product data. Hold on, once again, I'll reopen this file once again. I know what you're trying to say, like the complications that we were able to see in Power BI, how easy or tough it is to put it in Tableau. Correct, second?
Right, yeah.
Right. Let's say we want to do a union over here. Okay, so the data is there. And then I want to add product categories and also. So with this union of sales, I would want the What all was connected? Do you remember? Product table was connected to this. This is a sales table, right? And it was connected on based on the product key. Returns was also connected to. Somebody
Product.
open the ER diagram once. Open the ER diagram there. Product is connected to what? Sales is connected to product. Sales is connected to customer. Right? And sales is connected to what else? I think
Return.
sales is not connected to returns. Sales is not connected to returns. Return is connected to what? Territories. Sales would be connected to territories data. No, sales does not have territory in it. Territory key. With territory key. The names were different, so it could not connect, but it would be connected. What else was there? And then the product was related to category and subcategory. Anybody who has opened the ER diagram in Power BI?
It's just opening.
Okay. I think product was related to this one. And again, this would be your key. Product category.
So product was with subcategory.
Subcategory. Product was with subcategory and then category.
And category.
Hold on.
And
so product with this one is category. This one is subcategory. So the subcategory is there. And this is with category. What else?
Sales was with customer, territory and returns. Even
Sales was with customer, territory and products, and
return.
Sales is also with return.
Yes.
Why?
No, no, it's not there. No. My bad.
Return would be with the territory
With
and
the
product, I think.
Product. Yeah,
is
return is with product.
Calendar also, sales connected with calendar.
Yeah. Calendar is okay, but the basic ones, return is with product, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And
Return is with territory
Territory.
also. Sales is with territory.
Sales with territory
I think
also.
it's done.
sales, this is sales. The union one is sales. So sales with territory
Territory.
and returns is with territory. Returns is with product and sales is with customer, product and territory.
Yes, now it's right.
Second,
Yes, Shani. Yeah.
understood?
Yeah.
So you just have to keep dropping and just telling, okay, what is related. Like common keys, you have to figure it out. That's it.
Got it.
Nothing else. Over there, we had to drag, drop, and all those things goes away there.
Can you just work on Tableau? And forget
Yeah.
and
What do you
forget
want to
Power
create?
BI? No. I was just saying, like, can we forget Power BI and work only on Tableau?
No, you can't forget. The reason being both are BI tools. And as far as I know, like if I think about Genpact's work, you might get few clients who are Power BI clients and few clients who are Tableau clients. Like any company I work with who are consultant, it's not that they have the leverage of working with one Power BI tool. They may be good at one, but the basics is the same for all. The logic is same behind. So you should know how to transfer or how to work side by side.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. No, thank you. I think it's just very much clear, Shani.
All right. Great.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll leave this complicated one over here. Why I'm not making it this one very complicated? Because Power BI has a lot of Tableau has a lot of features in it. So I just want to first cover all the features because all these relationships and all we've already spent time in Power BI. So I'm sure you guys will be able to do it over here. Now my main concern is to make sure all the features of Tableau are known to you. Okay, so this is like the basic work of relationships. Any questions that you have?
No issue.
Now tell me what kind of objectives we can find from the table that you're looking at. In the sense, from this table, what kind of business questions can we answer?
Region-wise sales and
Okay. Region-wise sales,
Subcategory-wise sales.
subcategory, something different than that.
Okay.
Then somebody will tell
Shipping
me
model
subcategory-wise
and its
sales.
cost.
Huh?
Shipping
Order priority
mode
wise.
and its cost.
Shipping what?
Shipping cost comparison with sales,
Shipping cost with respect to what?
sales or costing.
Why sales, Sarun? Like, does the shipping cost depend on the cost of your
With unit price, sorry, with unit price.
unit price? Again, why unit price also? Like, how does the shipping cost depend on the cost of my product?
The shipping mode will affect.
The ship mode may vary depending on it. Depending on the order priority, it may vary the shipping cost, but not on the units or not on the sales part, right?
Yeah.
We can
Right.
also see that, which is the most commonly used ship mode.
Which is the most commonly used ship mode. Okay, try to around where you will be using the. Let's say, let me ask you a few questions and you try to create visualizations for me. How many customers do each representative have? Show the trend of returns on region basis. Show the trend of returns on region basis, number of returns basically I want to understand based on each region. And I want to understand which country has the highest returns. I can't do product wise return because I don't have that kind of information, because like I told you, one order may have multiple products in it. How much what is the loss in sales due to return? Find these questions for me, please. Answers to these questions.
First.
I sent it in the chat window as well.
So representative is manager.
Yes, manager. Do each manager have?
So it's showing like a table. How many customer do each manager have?
How many customers do each manager have?
Yes.
What is it showing?
So I have created like a table. So back
Line. Not line.
No,
Why
not
line?
like I am saying that I have created table.
Okay.
The Chris
Right.
have 566, Erin has 474, Sam has 4,
Okay.
William has
All right.
470.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know the answers, to be honest. I just made up these questions.
My answer is different.
Answer is different. Manager wise,
When I took distinct count, Chris is someone who had 323. Distinct count.
are these the numbers?
Yeah. Yes. This is mine. Yeah.
Yep. Should be distinct count, not just count. And on customer ID, not customer name also, IDs.
Yeah, add to customer ID, yes.
Next. Everybody is done with the first one?
Yes, Ishan.
Yeah. Second, show the trend of returns in regional basis.
Shani, where can we find the manager column?
Manager is in user table. 3 tables, right? Order, returns, and user. So user table has the word manager in it.
Shani, when I in the data source, when I drop the user, it's give me a inner.
It gives me an inner, meaning?
Yes. When I drop here, it's give me 2 circles and give me the result of the selected inner. So
you're talking about joining.
Yes, auto connect and it's give me inner.
Why are you joining? Relationships are not building in yours. Can you share your screen, Vivek? What you're talking about is an inner join. The Venn diagram, the circles you're talking about is called Venn diagrams, and those are called inner joins. Share your screen once.
Okay.
You know, you guys have done so much of Venn diagram, joins and all that now the terminology has to be correct. Can't call them circles and inner.
Hold a second.
Recording in progress.
Are you sharing your screen? Okay.
Yes.
Ishani, in second question, which country has the highest return?
No.
So I think there is one country.
Yeah, but you will get that answer by the visualization, right? If you don't create the visualization, you can't get the name of that country. Right?
No, I didn't get this. Actually, there is only one country is US. So how can you find the highest?
Correct. State. Good job. State. Which state has the highest returns? Sorry, working with one data set corrupts my mind sometimes. Which state has the highest returns? Not the country. Correct. All right, I can see your screen, Vivek. Let's look at Tableau.
See my screen?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So this is
Okay, remove the user. You remove these. Remove.
sorry.
Remove the orders also.
This one.
Just uncheck your clean with data interpreter. Why do you check it? Uncheck that cleaned with data interpreter. There's no cleaning required only over here. Drop your orders. It is going to join. Why is it creating joins for you? Drag returns. Yeah, it's creating join. Okay. 1 second. Relationship. Tableau desktop applies to. No, that's not correct. Okay, in your case, what is happening? It converts itself into a relationship. It's not allowing you to make it as a
Version problem, because my version.
It is version. I don't know. Others are able to create relationship. Anyone else who has not been able to create relationship?
We created, then only we are able to work.
Say that again.
We created.
All of you are able to work on relationships, right?
Yes.
Relationships different joins to time and context analysis automates the joint type itself. Give me one time the remote access for you.
Yes.
Is there an option to change it into relationship? Join. Which version are you're using? Very old version or Tableau?
I think this was a 19
19.3. Good Lord, why?
the desktop. So
So relationship never existed back then. No wonder you don't have relationship. Then this version does not have relationship. Why are you using 2019 and 22? It's Tableau. Tableau updates itself after every 2-3 months.
I will download list.
Yes. So that's the reason, because it never had relationship back then.
I will download.
All right. Let's discuss the second one. Show the trend of returns in region on region basis. So for the trend of returns, what all do I need? Order date. And in order date, I have 1 year. So I'll put it in terms of month. And then
region.
You need return IDs from order ID from return table. And do only these many. How many data sets are there? And 143. Something is wrong.
Even I was getting the same thing. I'm playing with the rug.
What is it? Okay. Let's put.
We need a region as well, right?
Hold on. Since that this is done, and instead of this one, string. How many total returns do we have? This also looks wrong only, na? Uh, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. What am I missing? Order ID is a common thing. So in terms of the month, I'm missing. Most of them are null. So for example, this is complete, right? 1635 returns are there. And I don't think so there's any duplicacy in the data also. So we are doing something wrong. No duplicates are there. So 1634, we can see that that should appear, right? So if I have this order date, order ID, and this is order ID over here. Where is the order ID? Over here. So if I use just to check my work, something is odd. The data is not good. What is returned is not available over here. Only 15 records are showing up. That's why it is showing such a bad thing. Only 15 records are showing up. And if 15 records are there, then this is how much? 5 plus 5, 10, and 11. Bad data set for finding this answer. Leave this question. The data set is not proper. Leave this question. Move on to the next one. Which state has the highest return? Again, return based sab kuch hi chhodna padega. Okay, do me a favor. These questions, try to do it in the other data. Let's not do it in this sheet. Let's do it on the other data set, which is Superstore data set. Over there, you will have a proper answers. Okay, so these questions that I had given to you, I have put them in the chat window also. I'll put it in the LMS. Try to solve these questions for the normal Superstore data set. Let's not try over here. Okay, I'll put it in the LMS right away and try to solve these questions over there in your with the Superstore data set. And let's keep it ready. I'll also keep it ready and we will talk about it then. Is it clear to all what I require?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, Shikshan.
I'm naming it assignment. Don't take it as if I'm giving homework, but just to save timing in the class and able to do something concrete, if you could just help me by doing few questions.
Second,
and
third,
you've
and
seen how
fourth.
much. Say that again.
Second, third, and fourth.
I'm putting all of them. So what was the first one? Anything to do with the returns. So all these, let's try to do it. Work on these questions using Superstore dataset.
So we need to create extra column for loss.
And not so you don't have to create an extra column. So basically what happens, let's say for example in Tableau, remember we had cards in Power BI. We don't have cards over here. So in order to make a look and feel of a card, let's say if someone wants to say what is a total sales or what is a total loss, right? So once you drop sales, you're going to convert it into a table so that the number appears over here. We can get rid of this title, right? Hide the title, and we can increase the font of this particular number.
Okay.
Right, in the pane and the font, we can increase it, and then this is how we make our cards over here. Then we drop this as a card right there. Okay, and if you want, the title could be there, and over there we could have written total sales. So this is how I would want the loss to be. Yeah.
No, Ishani, actually, I didn't get.
No, how to create this, I've told you. Now, how will you get that loss? That is something you'll have to think.
Yes, I am the. That
So
is
you
my
were
question.
asking how will we show it? We have to, yeah, think a little more. It's not that going to be tough. Think a little more, but I would want a number for the loss.
Last question we can do, right? That is.
Yeah, but let's do all in the other data set. This data set is incomplete.
I've taken month wise instead of year wise, month wise.
Let's do it on the other data set. In fact, all of the how many customers do each manager have, let's also do that on the other data set only. All right, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. And tomorrow we will be working with Union, which you got a taste of it. I'll also take you through joins of how to get into joins, from relationship, how you convert into joins, and why do we have to learn it. And we'll work on Union. And after that, we will, if time permits, we'll also learn something called blending in in Tableau. Okay. All right. Any questions? No.
No, thank you.
No. All right. So this is your assignment, and that's it. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you, Shani.
Ishani.
Shani, your
Thank you.
Tableau work you wanted to save with that as well, right? Whatever you are doing in the class.
Yes. I'm saving this today's file. This is session what?
Fourth.
And what we did over here is relationships. Region.
Ishani?
Yes.
So actually, I have a question. So I'm actually working
Yes, tell me.
on a macro, and the problem is when I want to open the file, and I'm giving it a file name the way that we find the path, but still it's not opening. It's giving me an error that the file has either been replaced or removed. So I wanted to know that if I'll just copy the path in a particular cell and then give reference to that cell in the macro, will that work?
You're talking about which tool?
Macro VBA.
Macros. Yes, yes, yes. You can. You can. You can refer to the path. You can put the path in the Excel cell and refer to it.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. All right, guys. See you tomorrow then. Thank
Hello,
you.
Ishani.
Thank you.
Yes.
Bye.
Ishani. Ishani, Shekhar this side.
Yes, yes. I'm there. I'm there. Yes.
Yeah, Ishani, I am asking
Yes, Shikhar.
for the assignment, which data set we have to use so that in the
Superstore.
return Superstore.
Superstore data set. Yes. I've written it
Okay.
over there. Use Superstore data set, not the US. Use Superstore data set.
The return column, no error would be there.
No, I worked with that data. It has decent number of return orders in it. Not like this.
Okay. And Ishani, one more question I have to ask. My previous data has not been saved when I have saved
In what
uh,
Tableau?
in Tableau.
Public?
It Yeah, I'm using public. It all has been erased.
It has been erased. You saved on Tableau public, is it? Or no?
Yeah, saved on Tableau public.
And it when you change the file and you're trying to upload, it gives you a prompt of you want to save and same name is given. Did you click on save that time?
It does not give me the same name. Can I share my screen?
Yes, please. Okay, save. You have to sign in. Have you saved this one previously? So you have never saved this on Tableau public, right? This file have you saved ever? Shikhar, you on mute.
No, Ishani.
So you have to give a name. So give the name of the file and save it. And let's say when you okay, give the name of the file and save it. Okay.
Okay, now we have to put.
Yeah, click on save.
So
now if you're going to work on this and when you press Control S or save to Tableau public, then it is just going to prompt you that if you want to change your name or not, something like that would come up. Now this is published for you.
okay, this would be. And if I want to recover my previous data, it would be recovered or not?
Recover as in?
Recover the previous data.
If it's saved, if it was not saved, no, it cannot. So what you can do is click on your name over here. Let me see what is there. Click on your name. Click on your name only, Shikhar. The blue one, underlined left top, yeah. You have only one visualization. This is this one. So you've never saved the previous visualization.
Okay, so it would not be recovered. I have to work again on that.
Yes, but you don't have to. If you want to do it for your own practice, then you can, but not required as such.
Okay.
Like I told you, it's not interrelated.
Okay. Okay,
All
Ishani.
right.
Yeah, thank
All
you.
right. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.